Good morning friends. Today I am going to solve some important questions from kinematics. Here a body moves in a circular path of radius r in 10 seconds. The ratio of the magnitude of the displacement to the distance travelled after 5 seconds is what? Here we have to find out the ratio between the magnitude of the displacement to the distance. Here the correct options is 7 is to 11. Here we have, first of all we have to consider the particle covers a semicircle in 5 seconds. Here semicircle is A to B. If you consider a circle, then that time the center point is O, and O to A is radius r vector, and O to B is radius r vector. Here in the question it is given that magnitude ratio of the magnitude of the displacement to the distance travelled. So that's why modulus of r by s. Okay, so that is equal to the 2r. So here O to A is r and O to B is r. So the distance travelled by this body will be equal to the 2r. And at the same time, in terms of circumference, if you consider, if you imagine this is the circle, so that time 2 pi r is the circumference of the circle. Then semicircle circumference will be pi r. So then r and r get cancelled. We will get 2 by pi. If you substitute the value of pi, then it will be 7 by 22 is equal to the 2 by 11. Here this is the second question, that is a car is moving along a circular path with a uniform speed of 20 meters per second. The change in the velocities of the car when it is at the diametrically opposite points. So that time what will be the change in velocity? Here already I have given you one diagram. So by that diagram we can easily understand that v1 and v2 are in opposite direction. So we know that change in velocity can be written as delta v is equal to v2 minus v1. So here already velocities are given, so that's why 20 minus and minus 20, then that is equal to 40. This is our third question. A body covers the first one-third of the straight line distance with a velocity u, the second one-third with a velocity v, and the remaining with a velocity w. Then that time what will be the average velocity of the body? Here four options are there. The correct option is 3uvw by uv plus vw plus w. Before going to solve this problem, first of all, you just see the note. Whenever a body travels with different speeds with velocities v1, v2, v3 and so on, vn, while traveling a distances s1, s2, s3 and so on. So that time the formula to find out the average velocity is summation of si by summation of ti, or you can write summation of s by summation of si by vi. So we know this. By this we can solve easily this problem. Here in these problems the average velocity can be written as s1 plus s2 plus s3 by t1 plus t2 plus t3, and one third. First one third, second one third, third one third. So that's why we can write s by 3 plus s by 3 plus s by 3. So and next s by 3u in the form of whenever you write in terms of time, then distance by velocity. So s by 3u plus s by 3v. So then s by 3w, then s by 3 take out common. So then we will get 3uvw by vw plus uw plus uv. This is our fourth question. A bus travel at 40 kilometers per hour for a distance of 80 kilometers and at 60 kilometers for a distance of 180 kilometers. Then the average speed of the bus is what? Here the correct answer is 52 kilometers per hour. So before going to solve this problem, already I have given a one note, and already I discussed about this note in the previous question. Here by utilizing that note, we know that the average velocity of the body can be calculated s1 plus s2 by s1 by v plus s2 by v2. Here s1 plus s2 is 80 plus 180 by 80 by 40 plus 180 by 60. So that is can be written as 260 by 2 plus 3, and that is equal to the 52. Now this is the fifth question. A car covers the first half of the distance between the two places at speed of 40 kilometers per hour and the second half at 60 kilometers per hour. The average speed of the car is what? Here the answer is 48 kilometers per hour. Again, before going to solve this problem, see the note. In the note I have given, whenever a body travels with the different speeds in two equal distances, so that time the average velocity will be 2 by 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2. So is equal to 2 v1 v2 by v1 plus v2. So by utilizing that formula, I can write v average is equal to 2 v1 v2 by v1 plus v2 is equal to 2 into 40 into 60 by 40 plus 60, and that is equal to the 48 kilometers per hour. Here one more question is that a car travels at 30 kilometers per hour for 2 hours and 60 kilometers per hour for another 2 hours. The average speed of the journey is what? Here the correct answer is 45 kilometers per hour. So before going to solve this problem, again I have given you one note. So by that note, when a body travels with different speeds v1, v2 and so on, in terms of time intervals t1, t2 and so on, so that time the average velocity formula will be summation of si by summation of ti, or you can write summation of vi ti by summation of ti. So by utilizing that formula, I can write v average is equal to v1 t1 plus v2 t2 by t1 plus t2, or we can write v1 plus v2 by 2. So it will be 30 into 2 plus 60 into 2 by 2 plus 2 is equal to 90 by 2 is equal to 45. This is one of the easiest question, that is the displacement of a body in t seconds is given by x is equal to 3 plus 2t plus half t square in meters. Its acceleration is what? So correct answer is 1 meter per second squares. Here just simply we are comparing the equations with the standard equation. Here comparing with xp is equal to xi is equal to plus ut plus 1 by 2 at square, or we know that the formula equation of motion of a uniformly accelerated body can be given as ex is equal to ut plus 1 by 2 at square. Just comparing the coefficients, then a is nothing but a 1 meters per second squares. Here this is also one of the important question. Three particles A, B and C are situated at the vertices of an equilateral triangle ABC of side D. At t is equal to the 0, each of the particle moves with constant speed v. A always has its velocity along AB, B always along BC and C along CA. At what time will be the particle meet each other? Here four options are there. The correct answer is 2d by 3v. Here the explanation is there. Here we know that the relative velocity can be written as, we know that the velocity is divided into two components, v cos theta and v sin theta. Here relative velocity between any two particles that is can be written as v minus v cos theta, and we know that time is nothing but a distance by velocity. So time taken is equal to the, in terms of distance we taken as length by velocity is relative velocity v minus v cos theta. So this is equilateral triangle, so that's why here each angle will be 60 60 60 degrees, and we know that two internal angles adjacent angles value will be equal to the external angle. So external angle theta will be 180 degrees, because here equilateral angle means that is 60 plus 60 plus 60. So that's why two angles 60 plus 60 adjacent angles will be equal to the 120 degrees, and that is external angle, that is theta will be there here. Here t is equal to distance d by v minus v, theta is 120 degrees. So that's why we can write d is equal to v minus v, and cos 120 degrees is nothing but a minus 1 by 2 is equal to d by 3 into Just if you simplify this one, then we will get 3v by 2 is equal to 2d by 3v. For more videos, subscribe my channel Physics. Thank you.